How many questions does the average toddler ask in a single day? You wouldn't just go grab a bar of soap and use it for your toothpaste.
If one spray of this and every white girl in a 5-mile radius will...
It's about that time again.
What is up? If you're watching this, that means you got another day. Welcome to Will's cooking channel. Today we're gonna be cooking up a clean Roush because it's been sitting in quarantine mode for like, I don't know, 72 weeks. I think it's time for Adam's Polishes to step in and have a say with how we do this. Here's the ingredients list. A wash bucket, towels, sponges, and this micro absorber thingy, a foam gun, carpet and upholstery cleaner, interior detailer, my favorite, wheel and tire cleaner, glass cleaner, leather and interior dressing, whatever this thing is, stiff bristle brush to clean the tires, tire shine, and since the Roush is wrapped, matte detailer. As an added bonus to today's video, in case you're not like super into car cleaning, I'm gonna give you guys 7 random facts for you to try to guess every single minute in the video.
So for those of you who are new to the channel, this is the DM Slider. This is my 2014 Roush RS with a crazy amount of mods. It is wrapped with a matte satin vinyl. Yeah, we gotta get it sprayed down. And step 1 is the foam cannon. I'm not a professional detailer, so if I don't do something right, just drop it in the comments so we can all make sure we're cleaning our cars properly. Here's literally the best part of this entire process. Yeah, buddy. Get that bath. Everybody that won't be able to see you this week because you're literally going straight back into the tunnel.
Oh, and I guess you want your first random question of the day. How many questions does the average toddler ask in a single day? 300, which is 299 more than I think I can handle, which is why, even though it's high maintenance, I own a muscle car instead of a kid.
All right, guys, you ready for the first thing that you're doing totally wrong when you wash your car? Start with the glass, okay? Some of you guys are just like, oh, hey, let's just start with the front and move our way to the back, or let's just work our way from the bottom up.
Believe me, I used to wash a car like that, so I get it. Stop washing your car in weird ways. You start with the glass, and then you do the top, and you work your way down. And when you get halfway on the car,
Let's say like, right about here, you switch rags.
stop trying to reuse rags. Stop trying to take the top part and use it on the bottom and use it on the top. Your car gets dirtier in certain areas more than it does in others. So that means you shouldn't take the rag that you're wiping right behind the wheels and use it on the top of the car. You're crazy. So make sure you have multiple rags on hand and different kinds of rags on hand. Check out this one that I got right here.
This guy is made from sheep wool or lamb wool or whatever. I don't know. It's super soft. It's perfect for like this whole part of the car. And then I went to AutoZone and bought this cheap piece of junk to use on the lower half of the car. Now I'm sure you could use 2 of those if you really wanted to spend the money, but yeah, use something else on the bottom half of the car. And we're not talking about the wheels yet, we're just talking about the car, so chill out.
All right guys, it's time for fact number 2, and that is, what is the only animal that can successfully keep a beat? Sea lions. And your mom. Well, mom doesn't have that great of rhythm.
Vlogging and washing the car is officially the hardest thing I've done all week. Come on. Check this out, goober faces. When you wash, go in lines, like so. Do not wash like you're a girl in a car washing commercial. Circles are bad. You want to go like this, in lines. And the reason behind that, if you accidentally catch a rock or something in your little lamb's wool mitten, it's gonna grind it in circles and it's gonna be a lot more obvious on your car's paint. But if you do it in a line, it's a lot easier to cover up. So I guess that's the theory at least. Plus, if you knock it off, I don't know what I'm talking about. Lines, not circles. All right, kids, number 2 is the mistake that I'm literally making right now, and you can tell by the lighting. Never wash your car in harsh sunlight or when it's hot outside. Now I'm doing this, let me go where there's better lighting. I'm doing this right now because I need to make sure I have enough daylight to both vlog and wash my entire car. However, when you wash with these harsh shadows and the sun beating down on your car, you actually dry up the water on your car faster before you get a chance to hand dry it, and it just bakes in and sometimes leaves water spots. It's just not great for the car. On top of that, if you live in a city like I do in Hollywood, in Los Angeles, you have hard water. And if the water droplets get dry on my car, especially black paint, it will actually leave
permanent water circles in the car because the water's so hard it kind of eats through the clear coat, which blows my mind. You technically can polish it out, but it's a huge pain. So I have to keep my car wet the entire time. So yeah, don't clean your car in like the middle of the day. Wait till the evening when the sun is down and you can turn on Taylor Swift and just enjoy the day and the sunset. Fact number 3, how much money does the cast of Friends still make per year? $20 million, which is ironic considering the second line of that intro sequence is, your job's a joke and you're broke. What? Number 3 thing that you guys are screwing up is you're not taking care of your sponges. And an agitator is one of the ways that you can take care of it. That little red guy is down there, it's called an agitator. And basically what it does is when you take the sponge and grind it on the bottom, it makes all the dirt and debris fall off and settle on the bottom so you don't literally rinse your rag and put the dirt back on the car that you just cleaned. Also, never set your sponge down on the ground. Like, ever, ever, ever. Only goes on your car or in the bucket or on like a drying rack because it picks up tiny little gravel pieces if you set it anywhere else, and then those gravel pieces get transferred to your car. I know it sounds like really overkill, but believe me, one piece of gravel can ruin an entire paint job. Never doubt the power of something that's very small but very determined. Ask Napoleon. Fact number 4, what day of the week do most people break up with each other on? Monday. No one saw that coming, especially those of us who have been broken up with on a Monday. The next thing that you guys are doing so wrong is cleaning your wheels. Make sure, 1, that you have a separate rag to actually clean your wheels. Number 2, a bucket, a separate one if you can have it, but just fresh water. Don't use the same stuff on your wheels. And also, number 3, use some kind of special cleaner on your wheels. It's got gunk and tar and other nonsense on there that isn't on the rest of the car for the most part. So you need something a little bit harder to get it off.
All right, it's time to wash the wheels, so I'm gonna need this bad boy right here, wheel and tire cleaner, and this spaghetti looking thing. Now, here's why this is important. Wheel and tire cleaner is my favorite thing out of everything that Adams has. I buy this stuff by the gallon and I refill this little spray bottle. Why, Will? Why is wheel and tire cleaner the best thing for your car? Well, because my wheels pick up a lot of junk. Soap just doesn't clear it all off. Kind of looks like the hamburger helper man. And it's great because I can reach my fingers into those hard to reach places inside the wheel and get every single little groove. Because look at this. These things look like complicated snowflakes. And even then, these wheels from 305 Forge, they're a pain to clean, but they look really good when you do it right. Fact number 5, how many 3-point shots did Shaq make in his entire NBA career? 1. Be right back. I'm gonna go break Shaq's record. Yeah, but before you do the wheels, I skipped a step. Make sure you rinse off your car, and you rinse it the same way you wash it. Start here, work your way down. I wish I didn't have to say that, but I do. And once you work your way down, you get everything so the car's all clean and shiny except for the wheels. The wheels are the last thing that we're gonna do. So let's get this thing rinsed first.
Before we clean these wheels, you gotta see this. In slow motion. Cool, got my camera wet, awesome. Let's get these wheels situated.
Well, that worked well. Okay. Oh, great. Gotta open it. Don't ever put it halfway.
What happens if you don't line it up? I just want to see. Hold on.
Oh, God. This is so difficult. All right, there we go. I'm hitting the tire, too, because we're gonna be hitting the tire with this stiff bristle brush. There. All right, so the secret with the brush and the tire is that we're gonna do the wheel first, but you wanna hit the tire with the brush until you see this like brown junk in the water. That means there's still dirt in the tire. You keep wiping the tire until that brown bubble stuff goes away. And then as for the wheel, I work my way up. Hamburger helper, if you start at the top, all the water runs off and it washes off your spray. But if you start at the bottom and work your way up, it's better.
Fact number 6. Why do pen caps all have that tiny little hole in the top? It's so you don't choke on them. I'm gonna go have to try that right now. I was hungry anyway. All right, next step is to dry. Now this is not a normal towel. It's basically like an upgraded ShamWow. This thing dries the car so much faster than a regular towel and also doesn't leave any fibers. I'm melting.
Well, first, let me get it in a square. Okay, dry it off the same way that we washed and rinse. Start here at the top and do, oh my goodness, and do the lines. I'll put a link in the description below for this thing just because I love this thing. I've been using, I think, God, how many car washes I've done with this and it still works. Totally worth it. So we're gonna get this car all dried next. The drying order for your car is where you're screwing up. You need to start with the windows first, then you do the top, you work your way down.
Use a different towel for two other places. One is the tires and the wheels, and the second is the door jambs in the trunk.
Because when you open the door, get wet too. Right in here, and then under here, and then also on the trunk, this whole area.
All right, time to dry this bad boy.
Next, we have these. You can get these at Walmart. They're white towels. They cost like $1. And I use these on the wheels and tires, because believe it or not, these spot too. Tire shine on the car, and this literally smells like banana. It makes me want to go get ice cream or banana split or something. But first, matte detailer, and this stuff is great for the vinyl wrap.
Number 6, things that you're screwing up on your car detailer, is how you clean the inside. Just stop going to AutoZone and buying the one size fits all, Armor All, cleans leather and plastic and glass and your hair. Stop. Go to Adam's Polishes and get the leather cleaner and get the carpet cleaner and get the glass cleaner. Each product does each thing differently. You wouldn't just grab a bar of soap. They still fly helicopters in quarantine? You wouldn't just go grab a bar of soap and use it for your toothpaste, and you wouldn't just go use dish soap to clean your dog. So don't use one product to clean everything inside your car.
Can you guys smell this? If one spray of this, and every white girl in a 5-mile radius will show up. It is interior detail time, so that means we're gonna need interior detailer, duh, and carpet and upholstery cleaner, and leather and interior dressings. All the leather surfaces, like my dashboard and the center console, and then I hit the interior detail, all the plastic surfaces, the gauges, things like that, and I use a microfiber cloth like this, but a cleaner one for that. And then last up, carpet and upholstery. Spray this on my Recaro seats and the actual carpet on the ground, and hit it with the Adam's Polishes brush real nice, and that should take care of the 3-step interior detail. Speaking of Sweet Pea,
if you don't want to use the Sweet Pea scent, you can go with my favorite.
Adams might still have this on their website. I don't know for sure, but this is the pumpkin spice interior detail. This is the best smelling stuff on planet Earth. And they also make air fresheners for cars.
Hate air fresheners. I hate the little ice trees. I hate the black trees. I hate the mint, all that stuff. Your car shouldn't smell like a black Christmas tree. It should smell like a clean car. Only air freshener on planet Earth that I think actually smells good is Adam's Polishes interior leather air freshener.
And that's how you clean the inside.
And finally, fact number 7. How much of your life will you spend waiting for red lights to turn green? 6 months. 18 if you live in Los Angeles. I made that last part up. During the summertime, have you ever had bugs and mosquitoes caked on the front of your car? Take a dryer sheet, and when you're washing the car, rub the dryer sheet on the front. It'll take all the bugs right off, and it's soft enough and the chemicals don't harm your car. The weird smell in your air conditioning vents happens when mildew and stuff builds up inside the vents, and that usually happens when you're driving around with your AC all day long, and then you just cut it off and park it, and you don't give a chance for that airflow to come through and clear out all the condensation that builds up from the cold air. So one way to fix that is like a couple miles before you get home, switch the AC off and just run the fan, and it'll air everything out and get all the moisture out, and you won't have that moldy smell. But if the mold does build up,
turn your vent all the way up, turn your temperature all the way to cold, make it feet and face, make sure the air recirc button is off and the AC is off, and open up all your vents. Take a Lysol can and you just spray those surfaces while the car is running and sucking in air, and it will blow the Lysol through the vent system and kill all the mildew and stuff and clean it out. And you keep your windows down, otherwise your car's gonna smell like Lysol for like 10 years.
Last on the list is a drip dry.
Look, there's little places like underneath these lights and down by the exhaust exhaust pipes and places where just water, you just don't get it all. So you want to let it drip dry a couple hours if you got to take it to a car show, or overnight if you can, before you drive it, because you're going to let all the water escape from those places, and then you can go back around it with some detailer the next day. God forbid you shine your tires or your wheels with that banana smelling delicious sauce, and then you go drive, because it's going to sling it all over. Have you ever done those things as a kid where it was like a spinning white wheel and then you dropped a little bit of paint and it splattered and made a nice little design? Yeah, it's gonna do the same thing on the side of your car, and you do not want tire shine all over your paint. Trust me. That does it for the car detailer thing. Hello, I drop videos like this every single Tuesday and Thursday. I'm gonna be the next big automotive YouTuber. I'm telling you right now, I'm making moves this quarantine. We're gonna keep uploading. Literally nothing can stop this. I don't care if I either gotta do photo tutorials until this thing is over, or keep watching my car in my driveway, but we're gonna upload non-stop. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the video. If you don't follow me on IG, I don't care. YouTube is where it's at. I officially booked the appointment for this car for the rear gear differentials, the 4.10s, going in on my birthday in like a week. 2 weeks? 2 weeks. We're gonna throw the Roush one in there, and I got a custom tune for this car. So we're gonna beat all the Subarus in Los Angeles as soon as this freaking quarantine thing is over. We gotta have a Utah trip coming up soon, because James is getting too many cars and I need to go shoot some photos of those things. So more to come on the channel. I'm telling you, YouTuber 2020, it's happening. So make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you next week. Peace.